Hey everyone and welcome back. If you are new here then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a classic red lip prom makeup tutorial. Their eyes are a little bit heavier than I wanted them to be today, but I just got a little bit carried away. So yeah, I really hope you like it. Let me know if you do down in the comments below, and please give it a big thumbs up as well and subscribe. And if you want to see how we got this whole red lip prom makeup, then keep watching. So I already did my brows as usual. Today I've gone for a lot of like a fluffier brow, so I've literally just put a tiny bit of pencil through them, and then I've just really like brushed them up with a bit of brow gel just to make them a little bit more fluffy and like less defined than I usually do. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip balm on. This is the Dr. Pawpaw Original Balm, just because we're going to be doing more of like a bold lip, so I want my lips nice and hydrated for that. We want the lips to be main focus of this look, so I'm going to keep the eyes more toned down than usual, still a little bit smoky. For my eyeshadow base today, I'm not going to use the P. Louise base. I'm going to use the MAC ProLongwear Concealer because this is what I'm going to use under my eyes today. So I'm going to use this in exactly the same way as I use the base. So to carve under my brow. And to be fair, it is quite similar to the P. Louise base, to be honest. It does give you a nice canvas to work from. So for eyeshadows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which is one of my all-time favourite. The colours in here are just so beautiful. My first shade will be Raw Sienna, which is the very end one right there. And this is going to be my transition shade, so I'm just going to pop this straight into the crease. I do want to keep this look more rounded rather than winged out. Also, when this video goes live, which will be Sunday, I think that Love Island starts on Monday. So if you're in the UK, are you going to be watching Love Island? Please let me know down in the comments. I am so excited. Also, because my videos go live on Sundays, I feel like we're going to need like a weekly catch up on here on a Sunday. So let me know if you want to do that. I won't be able to keep myself contained. I just hope that I can get into it as much as I did last year. I feel like when you first start watching it, it's not the same as like the last series because you get so into that one. But no, I'm sure it'll be just as good. So yeah, let me know if you're excited down in the comments. Let me know and we can start discussing what's going on in the villa. And then I'm just going to switch palettes for a second because I'm going to be using this one in a little bit anyway. I'm going to use, when you can see the front, the Calrli Bybel, the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that one because I feel like I need an in-between before I go in with my darkest one. So yeah, that one right there. I'm just going to use the same brush because, as you know by now, I'm quite lazy and I never switch my brushes, which I know I should. So this one's just going in the crease a little bit to darken it up just before I go in with the darkest one in the last palette. I hate it when I can't use the same palette for the one look that I want. And again, just on the outer corner a little bit. And then back in with this palette, I am going to use Cypress Umber, which is the darkest one out of the palette. And I'm going to keep this mainly on the outer corner and just like into the crease and then on the outer part of the lid. If you are doing your own prom makeup this year, then let me know in the comments. I do have a video which I will leave in this corner again. It's all about like how to apply eyeshadow in like a more of a beginner's. So if you are doing your own and you struggle with shadow, then go watch that video because you can use that same concept with any colours to obviously suit what you're wearing. So next I am going to use Primavera, which is the gold one, and I know I use browns and golds all the time. They are my favourites to use, plus this is more about the red lip, so I just think them colours go better with a red lip than anything else. So yeah, I'm sorry. But I can't help it, I just love golds and I feel like they suit everybody. I think they look so pretty on everybody. And they go with whatever you're wearing as well. So if you're not sure what to wear for your prom this year, then just go for golds because they just look good on everyone. So for eyeliner, I'm going to do, or I could just do, got my gel liner out, but I could just do a liquid liner because I'm not going to do a wing or anything. This is just to sort of blend in the lash band. So I'm just going to use this liquid one actually because it's a bit easier to use. You could use a pencil, but a liquid or a gel is just a little bit more neater. I prefer a liquid if I'm just doing something quick, or I prefer a gel if I'm doing a winged eyeliner. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, and then I'm going to take just a little like buffer brush. It's like a quite dense like smudger brush. I'm going to go back in with Cypress Umber, which was the darkest one that we've just used. I'm just going to place this and like smudge it over that line, just so you can't really see where the liner finishes or ends. It just darkens up this outer corner a little bit more and blends in the eye line a little bit better. I said this makeup was going to be more toned down in the eyes, and then now it's turning into like a gold smoky eye, which it wasn't really meant to, but I don't think it's that smoky, is it? I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to apply my mascara. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but then I'm going to apply these lashes, which are the Girls with Attitude, the Merbabe Mythical Lash. So I'm going to apply them off camera, and then I will be back in 1 sec. So those are my lashes. I think they look so pretty. We can move on to the face now. So I want a nice full coverage base, nice and glowy. We are going to use the Makeup Revolution foundation. I know this is more on the matte side, but we can glow it up a little bit. I didn't have like any foundations that were my skin tone. I think this is the only one that's close. So this is in the shade F6. I'm just going to place it everywhere. My skin's going really red because we've got a heater on in this room and it's getting really hot. I'm not complaining because it's so cold outside, but it's making me quite red. So if you're wondering why, that is it. So I've just put it all over my skin, and then I'm going to buff it in with my beauty sponge. And I do like to layer, so I'll do like one layer then add another one. But yeah, I think this is going to match me alright. I don't think I'm going to have to foundation all my neck today anyway. And if you're wondering, my clips are from Primark. I think it was like £1 or £2 for a set of 2, which is nice. So let's just mix in a little bit of a darker one. This is 8.5. Let's just mix these two together. They literally look the same colour as the wall behind me. Okay, so now we can move on to concealer. I'm going to use the same that I used earlier on, which was the MAC ProLongwear, and this is definitely going to cover all my dark circles, which is absolutely what I want. So I'm just going to sort of pat it on into like a triangle, going back towards my temple, as if I was sort of carving out my eyeshadow to make it nice and sharp, but we've kept it more rounded, so we don't really need to, but I still like my concealer to go sort of straight back. And then I'll just do a little bit in between my brows because I need a little more coverage there. So the base products which I've used are quite matte, but I definitely want to set my under eye because I did apply quite a bit of concealer under there, so I'm going to use my Laura Mercier, which I always use, but you could just use like a pressed powder or something as well, but I definitely want to use a loose powder under my eyes because I don't want that to look too crazy. Okay, so we definitely need to apply a little bit of warmth and a little bit of depth back into this skin. So I'm first going to use the contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'll just go in with a tiny bit of that one at the end. So I'll just start using a tiny bit of this just to start adding some colour back into the skin. So I'll go sort of into my contour area, and then I will also bring it onto my cheeks as well. And that is a lot better. She is alive. I'm also going to go in with a bit of, can't even get my bloody words out. I'm going to go in with Benefit's Hoola bronzer. I'm going to do the same with this, so go into my contour areas and then onto my cheeks as well. Might switch to a bigger brush just so I can apply this like properly as a bronzer. So just with more of a fluffy brush, just buffing it sort of everywhere. The one thing is with this foundation, when I buff my powders over the top, I feel like sometimes it lifts away, which I don't really like because that doesn't happen to any of my other foundations. So that's looking better already. For my blush, I'm going to use this one from Primark, and I'm going to just go in with that pinky one there. I don't want anything too much because I don't want anything too pinkish if I'm going with a red lip. So I just want like a flush of colour really. Under eyes, I don't want them too smoky because I feel like the top is getting slightly too smoky for what we were going for today. So I'm just going to line the top and lower waterline with a black pencil, and then I'll just go underneath with a tiny bit of shadow because I don't want it to take too much away from the lips because the red lip was like the main focus of this makeup. So I'll do the top and lower waterline. Then with that little smudger brush that we used earlier, I'll just take a little bit of Cypress Umber, which was the darkest shade. I'm just going to press this into my lashes, but mainly on this outer corner. Like, I don't really want anything in the inner corner. So I'll just apply a bit of bottom mascara. And then what I do want is the inner corners to be quite highlighted. So we'll do highlighter next. I'm going to use the Calrli Bybel palette again because I absolutely love the highlighters in here. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to mix the white with that gold one just to make it really bright. So what I'll do is I'll just press on the gold first. I feel like this eye makeup is not as natural as it was supposed to be. I want it like slightly over the top highlighted. And then with just the gold one, I'll just go under my brow. I'll probably sort of titivate them a little bit in a second. So I think I'm just going to go straight in with the white one on my cheeks as well because, I mean, I am quite fair, so I think I can get away with it. Okay, so finally, for the bit we've been waiting for, I'm going to do my red lip now. So to line, I'm going to use MAC's Ruby Woo, and then when I can find it, I'm going to use Red Rum from Jefree Star Cosmetics because I feel like this is like quite a nice, like true red. And I'll probably end up being quite unneat with this because I always am when I'm not doing a nude lip. Any colour, I can never get neat. But a nude I always think is fine because it blends in anyway with like the rest of your skin. Okay guys, so that completes this red prom makeup look for 2019. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments below, and please give it a big thumbs up as well, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!